Welcome to our first Foundation Friday. We are here today with the EPIC School. We have Peter Gethart, the Executive Director of the EPIC School, and Tony Luparello from the Maquarie Group. I want to thank our sponsor today, which is JDR Solutions. We're here to learn today more about the EPIC School and Tony's involvement in the EPIC School. So Tony, Peter, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having us, Jesse.
No, and especially thank you for being the guinea pig on the first one. So
not a problem.
We plan on doing these every Fridays, or every Friday, I guess I should say, for the foreseeable future. So, Peter, I'm just going to start right off with you, if you don't mind. What is the EPIC School?
The EPIC School is a private/public school for individuals with autism, ages 3 to 21. We work primarily with individuals who are severely impacted by their autism. So they may have limited language, they may engage in challenging behavior, but our goal is that everybody gets to have a real life in the community. So that we focus a lot on skills outside the classroom. We focus a lot on communication and self-management strategies. We focus a lot on employment development. There really is no one who is too quote unquote low functioning to be employed. I think the possibilities of employing people with autism are more limited by our vision than by what people with autism can actually do. So we spend a lot of time on a very individualized basis, working with individuals to, the simple way is to help change their lives and the trajectory of their lives so that they have a positive outcome. Our youngest students right now are 7, although we can go down to 3. Our older students are 21. And in January, we'll be opening our adult program that'll focus on adult services, employment, again, community-based, everything. So we're very excited for that, to be able to sort of continue this mission well into adulthood for our students, adults, and their families, which I think is critically important.
No, that's fantastic. And how many students are currently at the school today?
We have 34 students. So we're small, but that allows us to be very specialized. It also allows us, like one of the little things, if you go to a public school where they may have an autism classroom or 2 autism classrooms, they maybe have 1 van or a school bus for the entire school. We have 7 vans for 34 students so that everybody gets to go out in the community, everybody gets to learn, so it's like little things like that we can do because we are small and private and make our own decisions. And it really is, although like I said, we follow all Department of Education rules. So we're, private/public, but that's really, why we want to keep it small, so we can keep the quality high.
Oh, that makes complete sense. And Tony, how did you get involved with the school?
So my daughter, Nicole, has been a student at EPIC for the last 5 or 6 years. She's just turned 20 in June. So I'm very involved in the school, and I can't say enough good things about the improvement. Nicole's severely autistic with no language and no communication when she went there, and Peter and his team have really turned her around. They're a life changer. They got, she was working obviously before the pandemic hit. She was out in the community. She has a device that she uses to communicate, and it's just made life a lot easier for her at school and a lot easier at home for everybody. So she's one of the older ones now. She went there as a young one, and now she's getting to be the older one, like we all are, yep. I
guess. Yes. Yep.
Thank you for that, Tony. So Peter, when people make a donation today, where do those funds go?
First of all, like because we have 3 corporations. We have the EPIC School, EPIC Foundation, and the EPIC Adult Program, which is Inclusive Communities. So when people donate it really goes to the EPIC Foundation, who then support the other 2 programs. Okay. But what it really does, it allows us to go above and beyond what our tuition allows us to do. For example, every year during the summer, we do a fun day that's really just targeted to what the kids want to do. And that's not included in any IEP, like the school districts aren't going to pay for it, so we have to turn to outside funds to do those sort of things. The 7 vans we have, we had to support those. We have a kitchen in the school, but it was only one kitchen. But we have so many students who are working on learning to cook their own meals that we used fundraising dollars to turn our one kitchen into 2 teaching kitchens. So we doubled the size. And then, Tony, if you remember, 3 years ago, we had a small fundraiser and raised $26,000 to install a teaching shower in the school so that our students could learn to shower independently, because we really believe that that's not just a hygiene skill, a self-care skill, it's also a safety skill. So if Nicole can learn to shower all by herself, nobody else ever has to help her again.
Right.
And 99.9% of adult service staff are great people. We want a program for that 0.1%, So, but it is a safety skill. So we thought it important enough to raise money just for that. So we really look at all aspects of a person's life with school districts may not always want to fund, and it's our fundraising dollars that allow us to do that.
No, that makes complete sense. And Tony, kind of my final question to you is, people watching this, our friends in equipment finance, what can they do to make a difference at the EPIC school?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jesse. So over the years, I've had a couple of dealer / manufacturers who have donated to the fall gala event that EPIC has. And they've been really, really super about that. I think just awareness. I think that there's a lot of people that I know in the industry from, like I said, we've been in it a long time, and just to make them aware of where their funds can go. Like I said, I've had a lot of dealers locally in New York City and New Jersey that have been really pretty proactive in helping us out, and just getting out there. Things like this are going to greatly help Jesse, to get it out to the monitor and all the other, industries that industry groups and everything and associations would be great.
No, absolutely. And that's kind of one of our focus that we're doing, for this. I mean, 2 months ago, Peter and Tony, I didn't know anything about the EPIC school, and I'm learning more now. And it's in Paramus, New Jersey. So anyone who's in New Jersey, feel free to reach out to Tony and Peter here. I know the next time I'm going to be, there, I'm going to make sure I swing by the school and check it out.
That's awesome. Can I add one more thing?
Absolutely, Peter.
I just want to, it's so important for us to be connected to the community, because that's where we're going to find jobs. That's where we're going to teach kids to do stuff. But also, like everybody knows the idiom, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I always say, to raise a child with autism, it takes 2 villages, a small city, a biker gang, a medical staff, 3 on-call lawyers. It takes a lot of support and a lot of people, because we're not in this alone, and the better our students do, the better society does, so it's a win-win for everybody. So I just want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to sort of brag a little and talk about what we do. So thank you.
No, I'm really excited for what you guys are doing there, and it was a pleasure meeting you, Peter, and thanks again, Tony. And we'll be talking soon. Thank you, gentlemen.
Same here. Thanks, you very much.
Have a great day.
Too.
Take care.